Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC U0199 indicates a communication failure between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit in the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. The Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit is crucial for ensuring the vehicle can only be started with the correct key, enhancing security by preventing unauthorized access. This unit is typically located near the steering column or under the dashboard, while the Door Multiplex Control Unit is responsible for managing various functions associated with door locks and windows, facilitating communication between these components. Such communication failures can often present challenges in starting the vehicle, since the system relies on these modules to execute functions associated with the keyless entry. Trouble with DTC U0199 could indicate an intermittent issue or a more permanent failure, requiring thorough diagnostics to identify the root cause. This code suggests a potential need for intricate connectivity checks to ensure stable communication between these critical modules. The DTC U0199 highlights a significant malfunction between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit in the Honda Odyssey from 2011 to 2017. The Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit plays a vital role in vehicle security, primarily ensuring that only the designated key can start the vehicle. Conversely, the Door Multiplex Control Unit manages various door-related operations, including lock and unlock functionalities as well as window controls. When these two units lose communication, the system may become unable to confirm the proper key usage, risking the vehicle becoming unstartable. The location of the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit is typically near the steering column in the dash area, making it somewhat accessible for troubleshooting. The Door Multiplex Control Unit is generally positioned within the door itself or in proximity to the door mechanisms. Understanding the roles and locations of these components helps in identifying the source of the communication issue associated with DTC U0199. Several potential causes may lead to the DTC U0199 indicating an issue with communication between the relevant control units. One of the primary reasons could be loose or poor connections, which can disrupt the electrical signals traveling between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit. These connections may be affected by factors such as wear over time or improper installation, leading to erratic behavior or complete communication failure. A faulty Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit can also be a culprit, possibly due to internal component failure or other electronic malfunctions that impede its ability to operate correctly. Similarly, a malfunction within the Door Multiplex Control Unit could result in inadequate communication signals reaching the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit. Lastly, any electrical short or damage to wiring in the vicinity of these components can lead to the DTC being triggered as well. Each of these causes emphasizes the importance of a detailed inspection during the diagnostic process. Several symptoms may arise as a result of DTC U0199, primarily focused around issues with the vehicle's starting capabilities and electrical functionalities. A primary symptom is the vehicle failing to start, which is critical since the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit must validate the key before allowing ignition. Furthermore, there may be noticeable issues with keyless entry functions, such as the inability to lock or unlock doors remotely. This symptom can greatly affect convenient access to the vehicle for owners. Additionally, users may experience malfunctions with power windows, as the Door Multiplex Control Unit governs related electrical operations in the vehicle. These symptoms may vary in frequency and severity, with some occurring intermittently, leading to challenges in diagnosing the root cause effectively. Understanding these symptoms thoroughly aids technicians in recognizing the potential implications of the DTC U0199. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC U0199 involves clearing the diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The HDS is a specialized tool designed to assist technicians in diagnosing automotive electronic issues accurately, including the reading and clearing of DTCs. Clearing DTCs is essential to reset the system and potentially determine if the issue was a temporary fault or an ongoing problem that needs further investigation. After clearing the DTCs, it's recommended to turn the ignition switch to the lock position, then cycle it back to on, ensuring to wait at least 6 seconds to allow systems to reinitialize. This process helps in refreshing the communication protocols between various control units. It also ensures that any previous intermittent faults are accounted for in subsequent diagnostic checks. Proper execution of this step is crucial in establishing a reliable diagnostic baseline. Following the clearing of DTCs, the next critical step involves turning the ignition switch to the lock position and then back to on position 2. This action ensures that the vehicle's electronic systems are correctly powered and reset. It's essential to allow a wait time of at least 6 seconds to ensure all systems are reinitialized and ready for evaluation. This brief waiting period allows the control units to establish their communication with one another efficiently. Observations made directly after this step can provide crucial insights into the state of the system, indicating whether the initial fault was truly intermittent or persistent. This waiting time is foundational in making sure that there are no residual faults remaining in the units that could affect subsequent testing or drivability. Ensuring that this procedure is followed accurately aids in diagnosing the problem effectively. The next step in the troubleshooting sequence involves checking for DTCs again using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. After cycling the ignition and waiting a designated period, this step is crucial in determining if the DTC U0199 is still present in the system. The fact that it's being checked again indicates that further diagnosis may be needed if the issue persists. If DTC U0199 is detected once more, then we may need to get to the bottom of the issue. If the DTC U0199 is detected once more, we can contact Subaru supervisors at the Alligator system and bring a change to the DTCs. I've got more for you coming up next. This has been the contents of our interactions. Apologies and disappointments. Thank you. It signals a continuing problem that requires deeper investigation. Conversely, if U0199 does not show up, it suggests an intermittent failure may have occurred, indicating that the system is functioning normally at that moment. Proper note of whether the DTC reappears or not is vital for documenting the issue and guiding the next phase in the troubleshooting process. Documenting and proceeding based on the presence or absence of DTC U0199 will assist technicians in pinpointing the next correct step. If the DTC U0199 is indeed indicated, the next essential troubleshooting step is checking for any loose or poor connections between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit. This step is crucial because insufficient electrical connectivity between these components can lead to communication failures, thereby triggering the DTC. Technicians must inspect wiring harnesses thoroughly, ensuring there are no visible damages or loose pins that could interrupt electrical flow. Furthermore, verifying that connectors are securely attached will play a significant role in restoring communication. A methodical check can save time and resources by pinpointing erratic connections, often being simple yet effective solutions to rectify the issue. Thorough inspection at this stage could lead to optimal results in achieving a steady reconnection. The next procedure entails accessing the Body Electrical System Select menu to check for BCAN control unit's information. This information will aid in determining whether the power window unit is detected by the system. BCAN stands for Body Controller Area Network, which serves as a communication network for various body control modules within the vehicle. Once within the menu, selecting Check Connected Control Units allows the technician to see if all expected components are communicating properly. Should the power window unit be identified, it signals that communication is lapsed for other components, steering the technician towards further actions. However, if it does not detect the power window unit, further diagnostics targeting the connection to that specific control module may be pursued, aligning the technician's efforts towards more efficient troubleshooting. If the power window unit is not detected, the following step involves measuring the voltage between body ground and the power window master switch's 37P connector terminal number 26. This measurement is essential as it will help identify whether there is battery voltage present at this specific terminal, which is part of the electrical circuit related to the power windows. A voltage reading here indicates the electrical supply is reaching the connector, affirmatively showing that there may be a functional issue with the switch or other related components further along the circuit. Using this diagnostic approach emphasizes the importance of validating electrical integrity across crucial terminals. Additionally, this step continues the process of isolating the issue. Recording this voltage reading accurately is vital for the subsequent steps in troubleshooting the DTC U0199. Upon determining whether there is battery voltage present, and if it's not found, it's crucial to turn the ignition switch to the lock position. This action is necessary before inspecting the number B16 10-amp fuse located in the underhood fuse relay box. The functionality of fuses is vital. They act as protective devices designed to prevent circuit overloads and safeguard components within the electrical system. Ensuring the integrity of the number B16 fuse is fundamental, as its failure could lead to definitive communication failures within the electrical systems associated with door functions. When performing this inspection, technicians should check for any physical damage, discoloration, or breakage in the fuse wire. It is a straightforward yet essential task that can drastically change the diagnostic trajectory, whether the fuse is intact or needs replacement. This methodical inspection serves to reinforce the circuit's functioning, dictating the necessary next steps based on the outcome of this test. If the inspection of the number B16 fuse reveals that it is blown, the next step is to replace this fuse with a new one. This box is pivotal since it governs electrical circuits associated with the door's operational systems. After replacing the fuse, it remains imperative to track the behavior of this new fuse closely. If the fuse blows again shortly after replacement, it implies that the circuit has an underlying issue, possibly a short-to-ground scenario that needs immediate rectification. This step emphasizes the cruciality of ensuring that not only are components replaced, but also that the circuit provides complete continuity and is free from shorts or weaknesses that could compromise function. Properly addressing these circuit integrity conditions is vital in concluding the troubleshooting process effectively. Technicians should run thorough continuity tests on the circuit to isolate and remedy any faults detected. The ninth step in troubleshooting DTC U0199 entails measuring the voltage at the power window master switch 37P connectors terminals number 3 and number 31 individually. This additional checking will provide further insight regarding whether the power window control switch is receiving the necessary voltage to function correctly. Each terminal's reading will signal the integrity of the circuit, indicating if electrical signals are effectively traveling from the power source through to the control switch. Accurate measurement will not only validate operational status, but also guide technicians in diagnosing whether the problem lies within the switch or in previous circuit sections. Such targeted testing is essential in isolating faults while reassuring the technician about power delivery integrity. Engaging in this detailed process ensures that all components are functioning optimally and that other systems connected to the BCAN network can operate without interference. After performing all the necessary diagnostic steps and potential repairs for DTC U0199, the critical next phase is to conduct a final verification of all the affected systems. This entails testing both the keyless entry functionality and the power window systems to confirm that communication between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit is restored. A thorough verification confirms that the intermittent issues no longer present themselves and that the system operates as designed. During this phase, it's advisable to observe for any erratic behavior during the initial tests, ensuring everything is functioning in sync. This verification process serves to validate the integrity of the repairs made and reassures clients that their vehicle is safe and reliable post-repair. By ensuring that all systems are functioning appropriately, technicians can confidently conclude the diagnostics and repair work associated with DTC U0199. Engaging in preventive maintenance can significantly contribute to avoiding issues such as those reflected by DTC U0199 in the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. Regular system checks are critical, particularly focusing on ensuring that all electrical connections related to the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and Door Multiplex Control Unit are intact and not subject to corrosion or wear. Scheduling periodic inspections for these units can save time and costs associated with malfunction repairs later. Additionally, it is vital to keep vehicle software updated, as newer software releases may resolve bugs that lead to communication failures. Providing thorough diagnostic checks in annual maintenance schedules can also keep systems performing optimally without unforeseen interruptions. Incorporating these preventive measures is not only efficient in saving costs, but is beneficial in maintaining the vehicle's overall reliability. In conclusion, troubleshooting DTC U0199 reveals the importance of thorough diagnostics to resolve communication issues effectively between the Immobilizer-Keyless Control Unit and the Door Multiplex Control Unit. The outlined steps provide a structured methodology to isolate and address any faults present, emphasizing the need for checking electrical integrity and ensuring connectivity through systematic testing techniques. Regular maintenance and checks are highly recommended to preemptively spot vulnerabilities or operational hiccups that could develop over time. These practices not only enhance the longevity of the vehicle systems, but also contribute significantly to the overall safety and reliability of the Honda Odyssey. Following the preventive maintenance tips will further aid in avoiding issues represented by DTC U0199, fostering a proactive approach in vehicle care. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!